Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a PUBG test between the Poco F3 versus the Xiaomi Mi 10T. And guys, and the Xiaomi Mi 10T is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset with Adreno 650 GPU, and also we have 8 GB of RAM. While on the Poco F3 we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 processor with Adreno 650 GPU as well, and also we have 8 GB of RAM with a 256 GB of internal storage. On the back we get a triple cameras on both these two devices. We have a 64 megapixel main camera on the Xiaomi Mi 10T, while on the Poco F3 we have a 48 megapixel main camera. And guys, also on the back we get a glass on both phones, and the sides it is made up of plastic on the Poco F3, while on the Mi 10T we get a aluminium side. And guys, on the front we get a 6.67 inch display on the Poco F3, while on the Mi 10T we get a 6.7 inch display. And guys, we have a full HD AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate on the Poco F3, while on the Xiaomi Mi 10T we get a full HD IPS LCD display with 144Hz refresh rate. And also we get a punch hole on both phones, and you can see which is on the center on the Poco F3 as compared to on the left hand side on the Xiaomi Mi 10T. And the punch hole it is really small on the Poco F3 as compared to the Mi 10T. And guys, we also get dual speakers on both phones. One it is on the bottom and one it is right there. And guys, also we get a 4520 mAh battery size on the Poco F3, while on the Mi 10T we get a 5000 mAh battery size. Again, we have 33-watt super fast charging. And guys, again we also have a side modern fingerprint scanner. So in this video I'm going to show you how is the gaming performance of the Poco F3 versus the Xiaomi Mi 10T, because we have Adreno 650 GPU on both phones. And guys, and without any wasting time, now let's quickly launch the PUBG Mobile on both phones at the same time. And guys, you can also see the FPS on both phones, which is right there, and you can see. And guys, again we have a Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 chipset on the F3, while on the Mi 10T we get a Snapdragon 865, and the Mi 10T looks faster there, and you can see. And guys, you can see that, and the Mi 10T it is more faster in terms of the game uploading time, while the Poco F3 is take a lot of time. And now the Poco F3 it is also done, and you can see. So guys, and the game it is on. And guys, now let's go to the settings on both phones, and let me show you the graphics option, and you can see. And guys, we get a smooth graphics with 90 FPS on the Mi 10T. And guys, and this is the only device in this price range that give you a 90 FPS option, while on the Poco F3 we get a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate, which means that we get maximum 60 FPS gameplay on the Poco F3, while on the Mi 10T we get a maximum 90 FPS gameplay. So guys, now let's play on smooth graphics with 90 FPS on the Mi 10T, and also now let's play on smooth graphics with extreme frame rate on the Poco F3. And also I set the style on the colorful on both phones. So guys, now let's play on the Poco F3 first. After that we will see the performance on the Mi 10T, and you can also see the FPS as well. And let me show the gyro. Guess you can see that, and the gyro is also work really smooth, and you can see no issue whatsoever, very smooth. We get a 60 FPS gameplay. So guys, let me show you the FPS on the Poco F3 first, and you can see. And guys, maximum we get a 60 FPS gameplay on this phone, and the performance on both phones it is really good. But I want to show you that how much a difference. The speakers it is also really good on the Poco F3, but I'm not sure about that the Mi 10T. Maximum we get a 60 FPS gameplay. Guys, also the touch response it is also really good on the Poco F3, so no issue whatsoever in that area. We have 90 FPS option, but right now we get a 60 FPS option only on the Poco F3, but I hope in the future we also see 90 FPS on this phone as well, because the hardware it is very solid on this phone as well. And the speakers it is also really bassy, I would say. And guys, now let's see the FPS one more time. Again, you can see the gameplay maximum we get a 60 FPS because of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 870.
doesn't have a lot of time left.
Clear. Nice shot.
No issue whatsoever right now on the Poco F3.
Blue team victory.
And guys, you can see that, and the Poco F3 is performed really good in the arena training, and you can see no FPS drop on the Poco F3. So guys, now let's play on the Mi 10T, and again we get a 90 FPS option on the Mi 10T, which is not really available on the Poco F3 right now. Again we have dual speakers. So now let's play arena training, and now let's see that how is the Mi 10T is performed in the PUBG Mobile. Again you can also see the FPS as well. So now let's enable the gyro first, and guys, you can see that, and the gyro, it is also work, I would say, more responsive and more smoother on the Mi 10T because we have 90 FPS. So let me show you the 90 FPS, and you can see I'm just walking around, and you can see picture quality, it is more better on the Poco F3. But again, you guys will judge of the video quality as well as the sound quality as well. But in my opinion, I like the speaker quality of the Poco F3 as compared to the Mi 10T, but the gameplay, it is very smooth. Again, 90 FPS, no issue whatsoever, and everything looks very smooth and very responsive on this phone. Yes, and the device, it is a little bit more warmer as compared to the Poco F3, which is obvious because we get a better gameplay on this phone.
Nice shot. No mercy. Cover me.
Also, I don't like the speaker location on the Mi 10T, and you can see in the speaker it is right there. So when I hold this phone like this, the speaker, it is almost half is blocked. Clarity, it is more good on the Poco F3.
Clear. No mercy. Dead. Cover me.
So guys, now let's see the FPS again, and you can see 90 FPS.
Time left.
No mercy. Reloading. Cover me. Red team victory.
And guys, you can see that, and the Xiaomi Mi 10T is also really good in the PUBG Mobile game, and you can see no issue in the arena training. So guys, now let's play in the Sanhok map. Now let's see that how is the Mi 10T as well as the Poco F3 is perform each other. So now let's play in the Sanhok on the Poco F3. So guys, now let's play in the Sanhok, and guys, you can see that we are in the Sanhok. So now let's see the FPS, and you can see we got a 60 FPS, 58, and now it is 60. Let's see the performance of the Poco F3 as well as the Mi 10T in the Sanhok bootcamp. Now let's see that we have any FPS drop when we on the airplane. So 60 FPS, and guys, and you can see minimum we get a 53 FPS, and now again it is at 60. So guys, right now we are almost in the bootcamp. So now let's see the FPS, and you can see we are in the bootcamp. So now let's see the FPS, 60 FPS, no FPS drop right now, and 58 and 56, 55, okay, and 57, 56, and you can see 60 again. So you can see that, and the Poco F3, it is performed really good, I would say, in this Sanhok, and you can see not really big issue. Minimum we get 53 FPS in the Sanhok overall. But again, this phone is performed very solid. You can see guys, we are almost dead, and you can see, and guys, you can see that, and the Poco F3 is also really good in the Sanhok map, and you can see not really big issue. Minimum we get 53 FPS. Now let's see that we have any improvement on the Mi 10T or not. So guys, now let's play on the Mi 10T, and guys, you can see that we are in the Sanhok. So now let's see the FPS first. and you can see 90 fps on the Mi 10T as well. So guys, now let's see the fps. 90 fps, and as you can see that minimum we get 85 fps, and you can see again 90. So you can see that huge difference between a Poco F3 versus the Mi 10T in the gameplay, because we have a 90 fps, so minimum we get 85 fps, while on the F3 we get 60 fps, minimum we get 53 fps. And guys, right now we are in the boot camp, so now let's see the fps. 90 fps and 89, 87, 84, 89, and again 90, and you can see, and guys, you can see that, and the Mi 10T is perform much better as compared to the F3 in terms of the fps drop wise. But again, and the device it is feels more warmer as compared to the Poco F3, because we have aluminium frame on the Mi 10T. But you can see that the gameplay it is much better on the Mi 10T, but I don't like the colors. The sound quality on the Mi 10T, which is much better on the Poco F3. So guys, now let's see fps again in the boot camp. 90 fps, and guys, you can see that, and the Mi 10T is performed really good in this Sanhok. And guys, you can see that, and the Mi 10T is also really good in the Sanhok bootcamp, and you can see. So guys, overall I have to say regarding the game performance of the Poco F3 as well as the Xiaomi Mi 10T, as you can see that, and the Poco F3 minimum we get 53 fps, while on the Xiaomi Mi 10T we get 84 fps in the Sanhok bootcamp. The gameplay is more better on the Mi 10T, but again, and the device it is feels more warmer. Again, we have AMOLED display, and the speakers it is also more better on the Poco F3, but again, you guys are the judge of the video. So that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this PUBG test between the Poco F3 versus the Xiaomi Mi 10T. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.